Sometimes what feels like rejection is actually God's protection. And if you've been frustrated lately by delays, closed doors, or unexpected losses, it may be the clearest sign that God is shielding you from something far more dangerous than you realize. You pray for open doors, but God in His mercy slams some of them shut, not because He's ignoring you, but because what's behind them could ruin your soul, your purpose, or your peace. The first hidden sign is disconnection. People you once depended on suddenly drift away or betray you, and while your flesh cries out for explanation, your spirit knows something darker was lingering under the surface. God saw what you didn't, and just like Proverbs 4:23 urges you to guard your heart, He steps in and guards it for you when you don't have the strength to do it yourself. The second sign is frustration in the familiar. When what used to feel comfortable now feels suffocating, it's a holy discomfort, pushing you away from spiritual traps. Much like how God stirred up the nest for the Israelites so they'd stop settling in Egypt and start walking toward the promise. Sometimes, He lets you feel the weight of misalignment before you make a fatal mistake. The third sign is a sudden loss of desire. Doors you used to chase now seem dull. People who used to excite you suddenly seem off, and plans you clung to lose their shine. That's not just you growing. It's divine intervention, a reset of your appetite so you don't crave what will corrupt you. Just as Psalm 37 verse 4 reminds you that God shapes your desires, He will also prune the ones planted by fear, pride, or the enemy's deception. The fourth sign is supernatural interruption. Your plans fall through at the last minute, travel is delayed, a relationship crumbles right before a major commitment. You may even call it bad luck, but God calls it mercy. Think of Balaam's donkey in Numbers 22. The animal saw what the prophet couldn't. An angel with a drawn sword standing in his path. God will block your path to protect your destiny, even if it makes you angry in the moment. The final sign is peace that doesn't make sense, when you should be panicking but you're calm, when you're walking away from what looked like a dream but feel strangely free. That's the peace that surpasses understanding, from Philippians 4:7. And it's not just a feeling, it's a spiritual signal that God is in control behind the scenes. You may never know what danger He pulled you out of. A hidden betrayal, a mental breakdown, a slow spiritual death. But one day, you'll thank Him for every no, every delay, every unanswered prayer. What you thought was punishment was preparation. What felt like abandonment was actually divine alignment. So the next time you're tempted to question why things didn't work out, remember this. If God let you lose it, it wasn't part of your protection plan. Don't run back to what He rescued you from. Trust the barricades, honor the silence, praise Him for the doors that never open.